What's going on, guys? Hope everybody's had a great weekend. It's that time again. Do a little video watch list today. It's February 22nd through the 26th. Still all about travel this week, guys. Taking a look at Carnival here. Very nice week last week. And the rest of the market wasn't doing much, so that's a great sign for these travel stocks to be so hot. There's definitely some rotation in the travel. Looking back, Carnival hasn't been at these heights since June. And there's still a gap to fill up ahead at 27.15. So if it keeps the momentum, I really like it. Now we got to watch Norwegian and Royal Caribbean if we're watching Carnival. Norwegian had a great breakout last week as well. It's been stronger than Carnival in the past. You can see it was higher in December. Hopefully they don't all start doing offerings and ruin this run for us. We also got earnings coming up this week, 25th. Keep in mind. Royal Caribbean earnings tomorrow. That's going to be a big factor in these cruise lines. So make sure you pay attention to that. At least it's pre-market, so we'll know before we get the day started. But either way, Royal Caribbean's been in this bullish channel ever since March. Chugging along. Could have tested the top. If this ER is good, it'd be great news for all three. So pay attention to that. Las Vegas Sands. ER out of the way, so don't have to worry about that. Great week last week. Watching this 60-52 area. If it can hold above, could test the 65 level. May see some resistance in between. MGM also had a great week last week. Beautiful breakout. We were all over these guys. Also, ER out of the way, so no need to worry there. Looking good. Could it test the 40s? What do you guys think? Moving on to the airlines, Boeing has this massive inverse head and shoulders setup. We all know what Boeing is capable of. If it can break out, and a key level to watch is 223. You can see in the past where these big runs got halted at this area. But if Boeing can break out, I see no problem with it testing earlier highs that it made in December. Love me some Boeing. American Airlines has been paying very nicely. Currently in this channel, let's see if it can keep over this zone right here and potentially break out. Could definitely see the 20s. You guys remember what happened after the ER jumped up to like 26, opened at 22, but ever since then it's been going right along. Love travel this week. GE has been on a very nice run. If it can break and hold over 1203, it should be able to test the 13 area. Make sure it breaks and holds before you take an entry. SOS. We got to keep these Bitcoin stocks on watch, guys. They're no joke. I'm really liking the setup on this one. Looking for a break out of this symmetrical triangle. Keep it on watch. Palantir. No, everybody loves this one. It's looking pretty good. We all know ARK bought in after it did not stay at 25 for long, did it? But it's currently rejecting this trend line. If it can break and get through, 33, 34 would be the next target. Cloudera. Cooled off a little bit since its huge run. Love this stock. Made a nice cup and handle. Watching for continuation here. First target would be all-time high, and then a break. Intel. Man, this stock went from garbage to on another level. It has been on a run. Loving what I see from Intel. Currently in this channel. Making its way. Should be able to test the 64 area. Wayfair had a pretty big move on Friday. 7%. Not bad at all. Looking for a break and hold above 296.25. GPS. Retail's been strong recently. This one's on a roll. There was some big bullish flow on it last week and the week before. Pretty sure they were golden sweeps. ER coming up in March. Looking good. And also just realized there's a nice gap to fill. Yeah. There's a gap to fill on gap. I like it. Ozone currently in this massive bull flag and testing all-time highs. For those that don't know, Ozone is the Russian Amazon. Kind of how Jemiah is the African Amazon. This one's a new IPO, and I believe this will be their first earnings report. But could see a very nice run up to it. Love me some Ozone. Vroom has been on a nice uptrend. Sector's been hot. Love the daily candle here. ER coming up in March. Keep car on watch as well. It's been on one hell of a run. Some nice volume. ER out of the way. SE, this thing just never stops. Watch for a break of 284.05. Bidu has just been on another level. Break of 350. Broke this trend and held above. I like it. This will be a risky play for sure at these levels. I mean, it already ran 14% on Friday. Shop is in a massive bull flag. Watch for the break. Should be able to test 470 pretty easily. TTD. Massive run after their ER. Hit 922.59. It's going to be the spot to break. I think it will. This thing is a monster when it runs. Purple. As I said, retail's been hot. Watching for a break and hold over 40.64. Pin. This thing has been unbelievable. See if it can break out of this wedge and test all-time highs. Key, one of my favorite bank plays. Bought shares at 11, almost up 100% on them. Watch for a break and hold of 2027. WFC, this thing's been on a run. Nice volume. Look at all this green. Gap to fill ahead. Looking good. Roku. Now that's how you do an ER. 1000% beat. Looking back at the daily, this green trend line went back all the way to December 2018. You can see it where it was rejecting all the way. Finally broke above. Stayed above after the ER. It's definitely going to be one to keep on watch. Over 483, 47. Should be able to test the 530 area. Snapchat. This thing never stops, does it? Highest close in history. If it can get and hold over 66 area, should be able to test the 70s. Cody. I really like this stock. ER's out of the way. Came down a little. Picked right back up. Really liking this one. I'm holding shares, looking to pick up more. It's nice to see these stair steps up. InTap. This thing's pretty overbought, but that is some massive volume with an ER coming up this week. So I deem it scalpable. Just be careful. And that's it, guys. Add these stocks to your watch list and let's have a nice green week next week. Let me know in the comments which ones you like the most from the list and what else you guys are watching this week. Excited?